Hello and welcome to this video on control group. If you and your family have ownership in multiple companies, there's a high chance that these companies constitute a control group. Per IRS regulation, the retirement plans of one company have to cover every eligible employees in all companies under the control group as well. For example, suppose there are two companies under a control group, A with employees and B without. If company B sets up a retirement plan, all eligible employees in company A should be covered by this plan as well. So what are the rules for control group? Rule number 1, at least 80% of each company's stock has to be owned by the same 5 or fewer persons. Rule number 2, the total identical ownership exceeds 50%. So suppose Alice owns 60% of company A and 40% of company B. Ben owns 40% of company A and 60% of company B. For rule number 1, 100% of companies A and B are owned by Alice and Ben. And for rule number 2, since they both own at least 40% of each company, the identical ownership in this case is 80%. Therefore, companies A and B are controlled. Now there's a family attribution rule, where ownerships are attributed to family members. This rule applies to, for example, your spouse, your parents, and your children, but does not apply to your siblings. There is an exception for spouses who do not have direct ownership nor participation at each other's companies, including transactions or employment. Suppose Alice and Ben are a couple with no minor child. Alice now owns 100% of company A, which is a wealth management firm, and Ben owns 100% of company B, a medical service provider, and they do not participate in each other's businesses. It is very likely that in this case, companies A and B do not constitute a control group, unless the companies are located in a community property state. However, if Alice and Ben have a minor child Chris, the ownerships of Alice and Ben are both attributed to Chris, and Chris now has 100% ownership of both companies A and B, making A and B a control group. Now, if company A wants to set up a 401k plan, it has to cover company B as well. Control group is a very complicated topic, and it is impossible to explain it fully in this short video. If you and your family own multiple companies, there's a great possibility that they constitute a control group. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us through our website if you have further questions regarding this topic. Thank you.